Hi there, Matt Odell Outdoors. Got a little something I want to show you here. Ex-boss of mine was on vacation and him and his wife come across some fatwood and they harvested that fatwood, and he asked me if I would like some, and I said absolutely. So thank you, Bruce Barton, I appreciate that. Now if you're not familiar with what fatwood is, when a pine tree, or any tree for that matter, is growing, it uses the nutrients from the ground and it pulls that nutrients up to the leaves or pine needles and the branches through the sap that's in the tree. Well, a pine, if you're ever burned some branches in your backyard or used some for a campfire, you know that pine burns extremely fast and extremely hot. Well, it's because of the pine sap that's in the wood that causes those branches to burn so good. Way that fatwood is produced is when the pine tree is growing, that sap is flowing up through the branches and then if the tree gets cut down or killed, the sap collects down in the stump and the roots, and it can collect up higher in some of the branches but mostly down low as gravity takes over and the sap falls back down. And what ends up happening is the wood gets saturated with that pine resin. And being it's already a flammable substance, it becomes super flammable when it gets saturated in that wood. Now, I'll show you a little chunk here. You cut off a handful of little shavings. And I don't know if you can see it on camera, especially with the light out here, but it's kind of a reddish, dark orange color when that resin has collected in there. And the stuff is almost like striking a match when you get a spark on it. You need to sharpen this knife. I made this knife about 20 years ago. I really don't use it. I used it when I first made it for a little bird hunting knife, but I don't really use it anymore. But we'll get ourselves a little pile here started. We'll get the ferro rod out and see if we can light this up. Oh, almost lit. And there she's lit up. So if you had some other branches, you get that fire stoked right up just with that little bit of tinder. Well, I wanted to show you guys that and especially say thank you for giving us that, Bruce. I appreciate that. I used to work for Bruce and the family there on a large farming operation here in the local town. They always give back to the community. I appreciate that.